Your scanner can pick up Rebecca's movements again.
All our new Asari colonists.
I was just being honest.
Please help make their stay a comfortable one, and let's all celebrate yet another sign of our continuing
Welcome to the medical scan. Here.
We ask that you spend a few short minutes going through immigration processing, then we'll have you on your
You're
way.
all clear. Avina has a database of Asari looking for their families. I'd check with her. If your sister is a scientist, also check the EOS transfer database in Ops.
You must already have a medical clearance.
Next. Welcome. Name, please.
Hi, I'm Jan Garson, founder of the initiative. Welcome to the Nexus. We ask that you spend a few short minutes going through immigration processing, then we'll have you on your way.
I'm sorry, I just checked the scans. The waiting area's that way. Next.
We appreciate your patience.
Congratulations on making it to the Nexus. Name? Lawrence Pond.
Please remain in line until called by the next available.
And we're happy to help your guards secure their weapons.
I prefer them armed for now. You understand, of course.
Oh, Pathfinder, this is the head of the Angaran delegation.
The one who saved the Moshai. She speaks highly of you. Call me Issa de Navarre.
Welcome, Ambassador. The Angara's first formal visit will be one for the history books.
I wonder what they'll say.
I was just explaining to the Ambassador that armed guards aren't necessary here.
Is something wrong, Ambassador?
Please walk with me, Pathfinder. So much life. All different, all united. The way it could have been. 75 years ago, we were scattered, struggling to rebuild after the Scourge. Then, the Ket arrived. Alien life. It was monumental. But then they deceived and enslaved us. So, I hope you understand my precautions.
Your people have endured much, Ambassador. I'd be cautious too.
Especially when your initiative's first colony is a military outpost. I want to believe in this alliance, Pathfinder. The Moshai says you're trustworthy. Please, help me trust in you.
Everything you see, we're willing to share. Knowledge, technology, support.
What's the price?
Whatever you're willing to give.
They will guard my ship. If you are not conquerors, I trust my person to your honor.
Thank you. We won't disappoint you, Ambassador.
Pavoa set Jav Teravon, Pathfinder. Welcome to Andromeda.
I'm Jan Garson, founder of the initiative. On behalf of the Nexus, I welcome you to the Cultural Center.
Interesting place, isn't it? Full of smiles and handshakes. Not many soldiers. Even though when politicians make peace, it's we soldiers who keep it.
Given our situation, it's smart to show we truly come in friendship.
Though in these times you should be prepared for the alternative. But names. I know you, Pathfinder. I am Andraknil, a Heskal with the Resistance.
A Hescarl?
Centuries ago, Heskal were special forces. We defended colonies, passing our training down via oral history. Few remember us today. I came to learn what the Milky Way knows of such things. I heard your father was part of a similar program, an N7.
What have you learned about the N7 program?
Human soldiers who trained on exotic worlds. Arcturus, Europa, Rio de Janeiro. They learned to fight in all environments on little food or sleep, to care for their injured, to lead. Is that accurate? Wasn't your father one of them?
He was one of the first N7s. He was proud of that, even though he didn't stay in service. Didn't stop him teaching me and my brother a few tricks.
So, you carry a little of that knowledge with you, as well as your Pathfinder skills. N7 training would benefit my people. Heskal training would benefit yours. Perhaps a few war games. Show me how your skills handle the tests of a Heskal recruit. Challenge yourself and teach me.
A chance to work with the Angaran best of the best? Absolutely.
Excellent. I'll activate our training beacons. Finding them can be your first test. After that, I look forward to learning.
The Nexus is a place of friendship and cooperation.
A ray of hope for sleep-starved residents. Maintenance begins on malfunctioning sun lamps, causing
In order to expedite your entry, you must already have obtained medical clearance.
is HNS.
You hear? The Lucinia is back. My sisters are safe. Hi, I'm Jan Garson, founder of the initiative. Welcome to the Nexus.
the vortex? Dutch could use news.
We ask that you spend a few short minutes going through immigration processing, then we'll have you on your way.
I just got the news. She's not awake yet.
You're listening to HNS, your source for news.
Wife was on
Helios,
the Tannis.
an independent arm
Yes,
of
we
the
appreciate
Andromeda.
your patience. I don't know. Maybe I should have stayed home. Please remain in line until called by the next available agent. Did you fill out those request forms like I asked?
I
Call
tried.
out from the
It's
radio
like they
drive.
slow when I don't look at
Titan
it.
must already have a sector's medical clearance. Director Tan stresses that top scientists have a few answers.
Gil's been asking if you can come by.
You have new email at your terminal, Pathfinder. You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
Anomaly detected. find more of your own people?
Pathfinder, it would be wise to speak with me before engaging in trade.
Missing something crucial? I'll probably have it.
Getting acquainted with our new neighbors?
Sort of. All this stuff. The Angara sure do have a rich culture and blah, blah, blah.
You're sauced, aren't you? What's your poison?
I visited that cafe the Angara consider a bar. Asked for their hardest stuff. It was weird, which I like, but had almost no punch. Lightweight. Whoa.
Steady now?
That stuff must have a slow absorption rate. Whoops. Oh, Ryder. It's just... This museum reminds me of being on Haitiana during my indentured service as a student. They even have a whole section on the Remnant. I didn't come to Andromeda to follow in someone else's footsteps.
Don't worry, PB. The Angara barely have a foothold. Sure, they live among the ruins, but they haven't seen what we've already seen.
You might have a point there. Bet nobody here has ever outrun an ancient vault purification field, huh?
Nope.
Or spat in that Archon's ugly mug and lived to talk about it? That was nice work, by the way.
Thank you.
You're right. Not sure why, but ever since I packed up my apartment on the Nexus, something's crawled under my skin. But whatever it is, I promise, I'll get over it lickety-split.
Be sure you do. You're a handful, even sober.
You can handle me, Ryder, whenever you want. Think I'll stay in your operation a little while longer.
Good to see you again.
Any insight?
We don't know much. To our understanding, it's always been here. Stars. I would love to be the one to solve that mystery.
This is quite a place.
But it's got a... And maybe...
You'll get...
With enough hard work, yes. So did I. When you retired.
Do you miss Relic Hunt?
Some days, but mostly I'm happy to spend more time with each piece. Why? How many do you have?
Just the one.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry.
I should get moving.
Come back soon.
What do you think?
I could get used to this.
We take turns living here. You can see why.
I love pretty much everything about it.
I love the air, the breeze. And one day we'll have more places like this. I have faith.
You have questions? Be quick.
Did you scam me on...
I'm a scientist.
all that
Of course not. Angara...
That sounds...
Only to those who threaten Aya.
What else did your scan reveal about me?
You're strong, tough. But much of Helios is inhospitable to human biology. You won't have it easy.
Never have. How do humans stack up against your people in the Ket?
You lack biological advantages, but your technology may offset that.
It can't have been easy.
We'll go much further.
Not now. I'm calculating the antioxidant content of this irrigation system. It's difficult to focus with you hovering over me. You again? Haven't I suffered enough interruptions? Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away.
Ryder.
Real change in tone after that Ket facility. Half the Angara are thankful, half are even more suspicious.
Let's try not to make it...
Don't worry.
Welcome to the Taverton. Feel free to order a drink, or if you're hungry, we have nutrient paste. Not as exciting as fresh fruit, but you'll like it.
What's in that stuff?
In short, everything. We can feed an entire planet in a single harvest. Even ship some off-world.
If we used your system, we'd never have a food shortage.
If you want, I can send a few samples to your ship. Your people can study it.
The Nexus would love that.
Consider it done.
What does Taviton mean?
It depends on the context. If it's a person, it means a...
What if...
It's not so hard to understand. I'm sure your language...
Don't get me started. I'd like a drink. I'd like a drink. I'd like a drink. I'd like a drink. That's all for now.
We'll come back anytime.
Exaltation is just another word for how the Keg kill us.
And if you're wrong?
If we've been killing for them without realizing it?
I saw a Ket up close when they attacked. It was nothing like our people.
The Ket weaponize their victims to make you hesitate.
And when the Ket begin to exalt your people, what will you do then?
Thank you for that. Insight, Pathfinder. The issue facing us is complex. Come, my friends. Deliberate with me.
Fresh paracones. Share them with your friends.
I never thought I'd see the Moshlai again, least of all thanks to you. Welcome to the marketplace. I am Arbiter Renav. I enforce correct conduct between merchants and customers, resolving any disputes. As the first outsider to enter the city, you are ignorant of our laws. We should change that. It depends on the grievance. I settle mine. I suspect we define cheating differently. What is unfair changes based on perspective.
I don't want...
I'll transmit... Personal...
Understood.
Please?
Goods for the
Tell...
home, tools
It
for
would...
the field. Supplies for all your needs.
Nexus Ambassador Reala appears to be settling in.
Pathfinder? As you can imagine, your arrival raised concerns from Aya's people. Which is why they want the Nexus to listen to them. We've set up terminals in the city so people can leave messages for your people on the Nexus. I'd appreciate if you take a look and forward their communications to your people.
Arbiter Renav told me to expect you. I prepared a datapad detailing our laws. Read it fully.
Think we'll see more of them?
my...
When you have a moment, Pathfinder, this is a tremendous honor. I must express my admiration for all you've done. Crossing the void between galaxies, navigating the Scourge to find Aya. Incredible.
The odds were against us, that's for sure.
Yet here we are, strangers from different galaxies conversing in friendship. Extraordinary. I am Mariko Darej, Chief Voneron.
A Voneron? That's very... I don't know what.
Ah, linguistics, not my strength. I am a celestial observer, charting the movements of stars, planets.
And...
Your Tempest is highly advanced. I hoped you could aid our search.
Even Pathfinders...
Your crew has been cooperative. I appreciate that.
Honor to meet you, Pathfinder. Initiative Pilot Marixus. I run supplies to your outposts.
What brings you to Aya?
Your survival supplies only Aya has. I'm waiting on clearance to enter the city, but it's taking too long. I understand their caution, but the outposts need these supplies. I have to get them, now.
They let me into the city. I can help.
I appreciate that. To start, EOS needs a way to produce food to support population growth. They've requested Kiloa seeds to begin their own crops. There's an agricultural scientist who might sell some.
I'll make sure to get those seeds.
Vol's power grid is lagging without proper solar input. The solar amplifier would give them a boost. The solar technicians here may have the required parts.
I'll see what I can find. Weird question. You don't have any Kiloa seeds, do you?
Yes, I do. Need some?
Pathfinder.
Doing okay?
Who knew saving a respected member of Angaran society would open so many... I've been talking to some of their traders, seeing if we can work things out.
We have to be careful not to trade away too much of what the Nexus needs.
Invest in your personal
Trust me,
protection.
I'm
Shield
running
yourself.
everything by Kesh.
I'm not selling to aliens.
New clientele is always welcome here. Have a look. I'm sure you'll find something to your taste.
Can't hurt to be prepared. Maybe you've got something I'm looking for.
If I don't today, I will tomorrow.
Pardon me. I'm consulting with a colleague.
Increase your odds of survival. Where are
Your credits are as good as anyone else's. Don't start any trouble and we're fine.
I'll be the poster child for no trouble.
Whatever that means.
Vesteran? I was there when you landed. Watched you get escorted through the city.
Bet that was a sight.
You were an unexpected outsider. Not really a laughing matter.
I've never seen fruit like this before. What are these?
Haripo. Sweet with a little bite. Sometimes if I'm lucky, I have a few Kiloa or Elmok.
Is fruit scarce here?
In this form, yes. Very expensive. If you buy a Paripo from me, it means you have something to celebrate. It's a luxury, meant to be shared with friends and family.
I'll get moving.
Something I can do for you?
They let you pass the gates.
It's an honor, and I understand that. I'll be respectful.
All right. Everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
Ambassador. I trust our people had a smooth transition to Aya.
The Angara have been gracious. Everything's going well.
Good. Keep me updated. 10 out.
I've never lied to a director before.
The Ambassador's messages are overflowing again.
Pathfinder, it's a pleasure. I'm Ambassador Riala, Chief Diplomat for the Initiative on Aya. I was removed from Cryo specifically for this. Quite the wake-up call.
I know what it's like.
Now we just need to keep our people from wrecking it, no matter how hard they try.
I'm not going to like this, am I?
No more than I do. A Solarian botanist named Sorvis Len is here, learning how to improve our crops. He sent an urgent comm, saying a member of the Angaran resistance had threatened.
What happened?
I'm not sure. Sorvis is an excellent scientist, but I'm concerned this could escalate if someone doesn't look into it, but that would be helpful. With any luck, we can a strong alliance is all we need to break that cycle.
How many of our people?
A strictly limited number, and only certain professions. Scientists, the young. I'll take whatever they're willing to give. Actually, yes. Director Tan gave me a project. He wants more Aya natives to live on the Nexus. He thinks it will deepen our partnership. A few Angara expressed interest, but none of them will agree to live on the Nexus without speaking to you first.
Why me?
After what you've accomplished? I didn't want to bother you, but you asked. I'll point you towards the candidates. If you could convince them to transfer, I'd be grateful.
That's all for...
I can't work under these conditions. What does it take to be left alone?
He's off. I'm here to help. You reported that someone in the Resistance threatened you.
I was measuring the photonic dispersal from the canopies when some random brute interrupted. I asked him to move, and he got nasty. Said it was my fault his friend was dead. Ridiculous.
That's a weird thing to say. How'd he threaten you?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it was the big gun he was carrying? He got right up in my face and compared me to a cat. He wanted to kill me. I could see... The whole conversation made no sense. I think he was inebriated.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but dial it down.
Exactly. We shouldn't have to put... When he left, I tagged him with infrared dye from my...
I'll scan people around the Resistance head.
You're supposed to represent our interests on Aya. Go, represent...
Sam, what's this?
The decontamination console for visitors to the Med Center. Touch the start pad to use it. I detect the
Good to
infrared
see you.
dye Sorvis Len used to mark the person who threatened him.
Join in down there.
I know why you're here. The botanist. You want an apology for what I said to him.
I only have one side of the story. Tell me yours.
It's hard to explain.
Try me?
Aya isn't big enough to give everyone a home. We each live here a short time and then move on. For someone to come, another must go. The exchanges are chosen at random. We call this arrangement the Vassal. Time of change. It worked well. Until now.
The Vassal never accounted for outsiders living on Aya.
There's only so much room. When our leaders agreed to make a place for your people here, it came with a cost. My friend won a place on Aya, but he sold that slot so one of you could stay here instead.
Sold it how? What did he get?
Comforts for his family, resources to improve their home on Haval. He always put others before himself. That's how he died, fighting Ket on Vold. When I found out, I was angry. Said things to your botanist I shouldn't have, but I'd never hurt your people.
I believe you, and I'm sorry for your loss. Between us, that botanist is kind of a jerk.
He didn't fear my anger. I respect that.
I'll talk to our ambassador, see if we can minimize our impact on your Vassal.
We don't expect things to be easy. Only that you understand, nothing is free for us.
It took humanity 8 years to get a Citadel embassy back home. Pretty impressive to get one here so fast.
All it took was handling some remnant.
It'll take more to keep this partnership going. Ambassador Riala will handle the embassy. Lets us focus on everything else.
Pathfinder, Ephra cleared you to purchase weapons over my objections.
Hey, selling an alien weapons would make me nervous too.
I don't do this for Ephra. I respect the Moshae.
Govajon, Pathfinder. I've been practicing the language. Any news on what happened to Sorvis Len?
Do you know about the Vassal? The Angaran lottery that decides who gets to live on Aya.
I've heard of it. Why?
Angara are selling their slots to come here so our people can stay in their place. Including a member of the Angaran resistance. He was killed on Vold. Wouldn't have happened if he'd been here.
No one told me of this arrangement. Well, we have to do something.
We could let Angara who give up their slots live on the Nexus. It's safer than Vold.
Exactly what I was thinking. No one should suffer on our behalf. Thank you, Pathfinder. I'll forward your proposal to Director Ten immediately.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything.
You're one of Ambassador Riala's candidates to live on the Nexus.
I am. Glad you finally showed up. Let's get down to it. I've lived my whole life wanting to meet aliens who didn't want me dead. But my family's here. How can I stay in touch with them from the Nexus?
You can send messages, talk to them on the comm. We'll even arrange a visit.
You get it. All right. I'm in.
Pathfinder, Ambassador Riala didn't think you'd have time for me.
She said you needed to talk before agreeing to live on the Nexus.
This is the opportunity of a lifetime. I'm an anthropologist, but I've only ever studied my own people. I've heard the Nexus is home to multiple species and cultures. It will be fascinating and possibly dangerous. Bacteria, viruses, other contaminants. My family worries about me. Are you sure I'll be safe?
They wouldn't let me on Aya if I was a walking petri dish, would they?
You aren't taking this seriously enough to satisfy my family. I can't go without their blessing. I'm sorry.
I found the person who threatened you.
I assume I can continue my work undisturbed?
Next time your big mouth lands you in trouble, I may not save you.
We'll see what Director Tan has to say about that.
Tell him I say hi.
You're interfering with my readings. Good day, Pathfinder.
Ambassador Riala said you're thinking of moving to the Nexus.
Pathfinder, I'm honored even to be considered for the transfer, but I won't be happy as just an observer. Need to work. I engineer power systems. Will I be allowed employment alongside your people?
That's the whole point of this exchange. The Nexus needs people like you.
That's all I needed to hear. I'll have your ambassador start the transfer.
I found Kiloa seeds for Eos. Is this enough?
It's perfect. I'll make sure Eos gets them.
Oh, Gil wanted you to check in. Puck. You're gonna be the gateway to so many great things, my friend.
Hey there.
Yep. Proof of concept. To distinguish her from Zap. But our new observer friends are just the beginning. I'm working on something even bigger.
I'm all ears.
So get this. We can only scan for remnant signatures we've already encountered. My scanner's doing that around the clock. But if I integrate the right remtech, we could scour the cluster for... My scanner would literally become a remnant mystery detector.
Your enthusiasm is infectious.
Yeah, don't tell Lexi. She'll look for a cure. I came to Andromeda to touch the unknown. To find the never-before-found. Once I perfect this scanner, it'll do exactly that. All I need is 3 specific pieces of remtech.
We can do that.
You rock. Pock and Zap think so too. So far, I've located the first piece. It's back on Eos. I'll upload the coordinates. I'm picking up something. Anomaly on sensors. Volt orbit is steady.
Approaching the LZ.
think I need to apologize, Vetra.
Now?
Yeah. See, I had an older sister. 500 years older. By the time I was self-aware, she was already a matriarch. In other words, I had two mothers, and they tag-teamed, trying to raise me right.
Well, Sid and I had no parents, and someone had to be responsible.
I get it. That's why I apologized.
I doubt you do.
Forget I said anything.
Is there anything here that isn't freezing?
There's Ket in there. We should check out that remnant area.
I'm going to have to take some pics of this for Sid.
Ah, you found your first beacon. Ready for a taste of Heskal training?
Give me your best shot.
This one's straightforward, a test of combat efficiency. The beacon will agitate the remnant. Take them down quick. Maybe you'll beat my personal best.
Remember, take them down as fast as you can! Stay alert. There'll be more. Let's see you deal with this. I don't think we're done here. Destroyer, stay alert!
Party just got bigger.
More baddies incoming! We did it. That beats Andraknor's count. Hooray.
Excellent. We learned early on to make every shot count.
I'm reading a temperature decrease. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Life support is back online.
Peebee, quid pro quo.
Yeah, sure. You're sorry for jumping down my throat when I apologize for jumping down your throat. All good.
The truth is, I really like you.
Surprising, right? I have to say, I like you too. You're cool. I mean, for an uptight, overbearing older sister. Kidding.
Getting close to the Kent Command Center.
Ryder, back for another Heskal challenge. I have a test of subtlety. Get into a kit base and download a full copy of its files.
Hostile shuttle incoming.
there'll be more.
More baddies incoming!
Forget distractions, just push through!
Shields are up. I'll take their fire. All right, now I'm
I don't think we're done here.
Life support levels are critically low.
I love this squad.
Man, I hate the cat!
This should be it. Sam, get a full download.
On to the next one.
full name again?
Peanut Butter? My full name is Peanut Butter. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Temperatures are below freezing and continuing to fall.
We got Cat up ahead. Damn! This blizzard's cutting right through my suit.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Extreme cold is detected, Pathfinder.
Manual says the Nomad's good for all weather conditions, but they did those tests in the Milky Way.
Ambient temperature is normal.
Ryder, back for another Heskal challenge? There's a gigantic fiend nearby. Let's see if you can hunt it before it hunts you. Good work. That's more than enough proof of your talents. Come, let's speak again in person.
Oh, Gil wanted you to check in. Vold orbit is steady. Anomaly on sensors. Anomaly detected.
Safely home thanks to you and your skills. I've learned a great deal.
It was fun to really test myself out there.
Spoken like a soldier. Your performance was exemplary, Ryder. I can see clearly why your N7 would be the best of the best. If you tire of being a Pathfinder, I'd be honored to call you a Sister Heskal.
The Nexus is a place of friendship and cooperation. We're glad you could visit.
Ryder, I just read the most fascinating histories about the conflict between the Geth and their Quarian creators. I feel like the Angara and the Quarians have so much in common.
Really? How?
We're both displaced, struggling against cruel enemies to save our home worlds.
But the Ket just showed up here. That's not your fault. The Quarians created the Geth.
Home?
Your scanner can pick up Your scanner can pick up Ruth Becker's movements again.
Good morning.
Hi.
Or is it evening?
The use of firearms on the Nexus is against initiative regulations.
I talk to my family every day. They can't believe half of what I tell them.
Your scanner can pick up Ruth Becker's movements again.
Yes? What now?
Bye. Enjoy your gardening.
Botany.
Sure.
Yes? What now?
Are you always the...
Only...
What do you...
We almost lost it all during the mutiny.
Hi, I'm Jan Garson, founder of the Initiative. Welcome to the Nexus. We ask that you spend a few short minutes going through immigration.
Hey, Ryder.
Then we'll have you on your way.
Jarek Tan. I would like to extend a warm welcome to all our new Turian colonists. Please help make their stay a comfortable one, and let's all celebrate yet another sign of our continuing progress. Please report any suspicious activity to the nearest security representative.
Hi, this is Jan Garson, founder of the Initiative. We're constantly striving to make life on the Nexus more enjoyable for all our citizens. But we know there's always room for improvement. If you have any suggestions, don't hesitate to share them.
Hello, this is Director Jarek Tan. I would like to extend a warm welcome to all our new Turian colonists. Please help make their... And let's all celebrate yet another sign of our continuing progress.
I don't know. Maybe I should have stayed.
Okay, well, let's see.
Got the news. Not awake yet, but... Wait. Your wife was on the Natanas? Yes. Now she's here.
The use of firearms on the Nexus is against initiative regulations.
Gil's been asking if you can come by.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
Hey, can I see you in the medbay?
So the Turians kick out the Genophage, basically destroy our people, and they get a pat on the back and a seat on the council. And what do I get?
Ryder got an encrypted message from Sid. She has news and wanted to talk to us both. Connecting the call now.
Finally, I've been waiting for hours. I was listening to Outpost updates and caught a message about... It's reliable. Could I... Yeah. Anomaly detected.
Wow. Look at all this. The Scourge did a number here, didn't it? To think this was supposed to be the Turian home, now the Exiles have taken over.
Cosmic radiation is off the charts, Ryder. You'll need to stay in the Nomad.
What good are these fancy suits if they don't block radiation?
In normal situations, they do. This planet's magnetic field was disrupted when it cracked open. No protection from a cosmic ray tearing you apart at the molecular level.
So, stick to the Nomad.
Descent engine engaged. Good luck, Ryder.
So, Cora, you like numbers, contingencies, all that. We're going to make it here, aren't we?
I hope so.
It'd be pretty stupid to come all this way just to fail.
True.
Cool.
Gravity's lower than we're used to, Pathfinder. Gil says you shouldn't worry about accidentally hitting escape velocity.
Good to hear.
Sam? What is that?
A mining dome, Pathfinder. You should be able to exit the Nomad once inside.
What about the crazy space radiation?
The dome structure prevents cosmic rays from entering.
Whoa, that's unsettling.
No! No! Come on, seriously? Every soldier has tattoos.
Not where you'll ever see them.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
Don't look down, guys.
Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system.
Despite everything that went wrong here, that's quite a view.
So, Cora, I know, all right. I shouldn't have put my faith in Sarissa. I should have remembered she's just as fallible as me, but I didn't. Happy now?
I'll be happier when you've shot something.
You and me both.
That's where Vetra's sister said some kidnapped settlers were taken. Vetra had all the details. Vetra's got all the information about this place. We probably shouldn't risk entering without her. Looks like no one's home.
I swear if Sid sent us on a pointless search, I'm going to drill her shin plates.
Move! Go! What the hell was that?
Did I land on you? Sorry.
Ah, Nyx. So good to finally meet you. And you brought friends. That's even the Pathfinder, if I'm not mistaken. My bait worked better than expected.
The missing settlers.
Who are you? Why are you kidnapping innocents?
Innocents? They're criminals. You helped them get away from me. You think I'm gonna let that go? Get comfortable. You'll be here a while.
Case of mistaken identity?
I'm just as lost as you are.
It's okay, Vetra. You don't have to cover for us. That was Merryweather. She runs a smuggling ring on Kadara. We worked for her. Vetra helped us get out of it. New lives, hiding in the outposts.
So you were helping people. There was no need for all that modesty.
It's not modesty. I didn't help anyone.
Okay, okay. You didn't help
I'm getting
anyone.
out of here.
We've tried. There's no way out.
There's always a way out. Ryder, you have to believe me. I've no idea what's going on. I'm going to get Ann.
We need to talk.
Yeah, I know. These people here think I helped them, and somehow Merryweather feels screwed over by it.
sure you don't know anything about what happened here?
Ryder, I swear on my sister's life. I don't know what I did to put myself in Merryweather's crosshairs.
How well do you know Merryweather?
I've heard of her. A smuggler, not affiliated with either the Outcasts or Collective. Never did business with her myself. Kind of a loose cannon from what I've heard.
What do you think Merryweather's planning?
Looks like she was gunning for me. Used the people she thinks I helped as bait. If you ask me, she's planning to kill me. After a thorough interrogation, of course. Sounds like she wasn't expecting you. Might try to get something out of the Nexus in exchange.
We'll talk later.
What I like...
I don't even know how long we've been here.
Door controls are not accessible from here, Pathfinder.
There has to be a way out.
I can open the doors from my end, but they're powered down. We need to get them going again.
Your end? Who are you?
I don't like the sound of this, Ryder.
Just get those doors some power!
It appears functional.
No way to know until we try. That cable's not going to get power to that door. These might connect the door to the generator.
And there you go! Oh, crud. Hacking the door tripped a silent alarm. If the guards see Galloway and the others, they're dead. We gotta hide them. The storage room.
Everyone in here!
I'm directing security cam footage to that panel. You'll be able to see the guards coming. If you wait till they go by, you could surprise them.
What the hell? Where are the prisoners?
Are they gone? Is it safe?
They didn't see you. Stay here, and we'll take care of them.
That took care of it. We should check that the colonists are okay.
Is everyone okay?
Sidera Nix, you've been pretending to be me, haven't you?
How did you...
Think I don't recognize my own tricks? And stop using my voice.
Sorry. It was just easier to get things done when people thought I was you. You know, because you have contacts and stuff.
Sid.
So you didn't help us, just like you said. It was...
Yeah, my kid's sister.
Messing with Kadara gangs? She put people in real danger.
It'll never happen again, I swear.
I just wanted to help. All Galloway and his lot wanted was a new start.
Enough. Your ass is getting in a shuttle and booking it back to the Nexus.
But I can help you get everyone out of here.
You hacked a door without checking for safeguards. That's help we don't need.
So walk me through it. I got eyes on the base.
Ryder?
If she can tell us what we're up against, that'll be a big help.
See?
Fine, but she has to follow my instructions. Can you do that, Sid?
Yes, Vetra.
We'll stay put and follow you when it's safe. Don't want to get caught in the crossfire.
The sooner we get going, the better. Sid'll alert us if anything's headed our way.
Head down the corridor, through the mess hall. That's quickest.
Before we go farther, are you in a safe spot?
Yeah, I'm tapped into their system from outside. Shuttle's well hidden. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Did you know your sister was messing about impersonating you?
Do you think I would have let her if I knew? This explains a bunch of the strange reactions I've gotten from some of my associates. Shit, I have no idea what else she's done in my name.
Sid, can you see the...
Sid, we're going to need you to hack into systems to cause a disruption.
Right.
Only one. Get in and get out. Too much messing around and they'll track you down. Sid, what's that door?
Looks like it leads to some kind of workshop. Could be some gear in there.
Any security?
Yeah, loads. If I open the door, you'll have to deal with them. I can send a surge of power to that generator.
The electrical discharge from that could take out some of them. Ryder?
Let's get into that workshop. I need to see what's in there.
If you say so. Did you really have to kill them all?
Would you prefer they went after your friends?
No, but... Never mind. Take that passageway next. It'll take you through... Huh. It looks like a bunch of cages?
What the hell is happening? Who's messing with security? Why are the feeds down? Someone answer me!
Galloway, stay where you are. There's guards in the corridor right by you. They're moving on. Okay. Good. You're...
Thanks, Sid. That was a close one.
Is it true Angara eat those Karkin things? Damn, those guys are hardcore.
That's a lot of animals.
They could be training them as a security measure. If they're still feral, they could soften up those guards for us. Then again, they might also attack us.
have a fiend?
I can't open that cage. Remote access is disabled. They probably don't want accidents.
Turn those turrets on Merryweather's men. That should get them out of our way.
Here we go.
Watch out! I think they're trying to get clever. That was intense.
That thing was so big. You guys were amazing. Anyway, you should head through the workshop next. That's the direct way out.
There's a rat in the system. I want this rat caught. Double the rations for anyone that does it.
Hey, got a message about someone messing with the security system.
It's probably just acting up. That thing's glitchy as heck.
I could dump out whatever's in those tanks.
That stuff cuts right through shields. If we're not careful, that'll hurt both them and us. If that engine has a charged core, it might explode. Looks like you've got loads of options.
Sid, can you fire up that engine? Let's blow them up.
Ugh, that's gonna hurt. awful. I knew you guys did stuff like this, but helping you do it, it's different.
That's why I never wanted you involved in the things I did. You can't have excitement and adventure if you can't handle pain and blood.
Well, I guess it's straight through the door next.
Sid, what do we have coming up? Sid?
Looks like...
Sid?
I think someone found my shuttle. I can hear. I think I gotta... Oh no!
Sid! Sid, come in! They found her. They're gonna kill her! Why'd you have to go be the hero, Sid? Stupid. So stupid.
It's better to try to be a hero than do nothing.
If trying gets her killed, I'm gonna kill her. You know what I mean. I think I can trace Sid's signal. Should take us to her. Watch out! They're coming straight for us!
So you're the one that's been killing my people.
I didn't kill anyone. I don't even know how to shoot a gun.
You want your rat veteran Nix? You come to me.
Help!
Think carefully about your next move, Pathfinder.
That explodes, it takes you out too.
You won't let that happen.
Vetra.
It's going to be okay. We're gonna get you out of this.
Come on, that's a kid you got there. She's not a threat. Let her go.
She hacked my security. And she's as tall as you are. Guns on the ground. Get them! Kill all of them!
Sid! Get down! Stay down!
Don't worry, Sid! Everything's gonna be okay!
Please tell me you're going to talk to your sister about all of this.
Oh, you have no idea! Are you alright? Are you hurt?
I'm fine. I think.
Let's get you to your shuttle.
Are you all right? Are you hurt?
I think I'm okay.
Help's on the way. We're all good, thanks to you.
I didn't mean for any of this. I'm sorry, okay?
You can't just mess around with people from Kadara. They're dangerous.
These guys wanted to start over, not be exiles anymore. No one else was giving them a chance, so I thought, I can do that. I can help.
That's not your decision to make, Sid.
I don't want you hurt. There are ugly sides to what I do, and you shouldn't have to deal with them.
You started out when you were my age and you managed okay?
That wasn't by choice. You saw what we did here. This isn't all fun and games, Sid.
Yeah, I was shocked at first, but I understand now, and I can handle it.
I don't want you to have to.
Whatever. I'm going back to the Nexus, like you wanted.
That was intense. Are you all right?
Fine. I just need some time to think. Hey, at least the settlers are safe. Thanks for helping me out with this, Ryder. Can we just get moving now?
Taking her up. Where to next, Pathfinder? Gil's been asking if you can come by.